Sis, you are not raggedy. You are not tired. You just need to spruce yourself up. Let's do our makeup together. Welcome back to my channel, mamas, and welcome if you're new here. As you see, I'm starting this off at 8:12 at night. And the reason why I showed you is because at the end, I want you to see how quick this thing is, the spruce me up is. We're starting off by setting our brows with this NYX brow gel. I'm brushing against the natural stroke of the hair. I know I'm gonna look a little crazy, but that's because I want the gel to coat every single strand of brow I have, and that means all 5 of them, but okay. I kind of look like Beetlejuice, but everything's fine. Now, we're going to put a little primer. The reason why I'm putting primer on is because it holds your makeup in place better, but also because I wear glasses. So I really need my makeup to sit properly. I apply that mostly to my T-zone where I tend to be more oily, and then I distribute the rest throughout the face. Today, we're going in with this Huda Beauty Ube Cream liquid blush that is so stinking pretty. My gosh, and it smells divine. I'm just gonna put a couple of dots because it's highly pigmented. But Huda, why is the container so small though? But okay, we move. So I'm gonna work that in with a dense brush, and I'm just going to take my time and lightly pat that in. I'm trying not to drag the product too much. I'm doing more of tapping than dragging. Okay, but I'm going to take my time to work this in. For some reason with my lighting, you couldn't see how the makeup was concentrating, but that's why I take my time here. So I want you to know that I am not speeding up the makeup process in this video. I'm not attention. I'm not speeding up this video when I'm doing my makeup. This is in normal time because I want you to see how I do my makeup on a day-to-day. I cut out white noise, meaning when I'm looking for products, when I'm looking for tools, when I'm moving around and da-da-da-da. But the actual application of makeup is all in real time for you girls, okay? Because I hate when I'm watching a video and they buff their product in a second. And I'm like, yeah, but how long did you buff it in? Because mine is not looking the way yours is looking after 1 minute. So I'm doing this all in real time so that you can follow through with me. I know this is something that my cousins had asked me for, and I'm trying to give the people what they want. Forgive my disgusting mirror. This is a reality check for me. I need to get my life together. Now, I concealed with my normal Maybelline concealer. Then I'm going to add a little bit of brightness to my inner corners with this Huda Beauty concealer in the color Nugget. And as you see, I'm just putting the slightest little bit in the inner corners because this will help brighten that area of my face, of my eye, for a more youthful look. Because these days, that's all I want to do. I want to look like I'm half my age. Hello. And now I'm going back to the brow with the NYX brow gel, and I'm brushing my hair back to their normal direction. I'm not laying them down too much. I want them to kind of like spread out and give me this like, I want it to look like I got brows. I feel like I have five piece of brow. But I want it to look like I got something. And then once that dries, I can fill it in with a little product and bring it to life, if you will. Forgive me for how I'm looking into this mirror, y'all. Like I said, I wear glasses and I don't have any contacts in. So in order for me to see what I'm doing, my face needs to be inside of the mirror. In the mirror. So that's why many times during this video, I need a break. No, honestly, I need a drink. I need that drink. But you will see me inside of the mirror because of that. Anyway, with a very fluffy and damp makeup sponge, I was going to say booty blender, you can then buff out that concealer. I spread that upwards. Onwards and upwards is my motto. Try not to take it down too much. I take it just down slightly, but not too much, because otherwise it will drag your face down. And when I feel like I've gone down too low, I will fix it with my blush brush, but I'll show you that in a second. Anyway, I take my time doing this, tap in that product, trying not to drag too much once again, so that the product doesn't, I don't know, like it doesn't wear out. And also you want to work it properly because we have lines under our eyes, and if you don't buff this out properly, the lines will be very visible. It will draw attention to the lines under your eyes, and we don't want that. We don't attention. We don't want that. So take your time with this, okay? Now, see, I'm fixing that line of the concealer where I took the concealer too far down with the leftover blush so that we can avoid any lines of demarcation, is what the girls are calling it these days. And now I'm going in with this Huda Beauty Ube Birthday Cake setting powder. All the talk, all the hype. She's the girl on the socials these days. She's this purple setting powder that everyone's going wild over. And I actually have a little critique about it, but I'll tell you in the end, okay? Stay tuned. But here we are. We're putting it everywhere that we put that concealer because we have to set the concealer. What happens if you don't set concealer, girls? You will have concealer everywhere. It's going to form lines. It's going to look oily and greasy. It's going to look a hot mess, okay? Now with another setting powder, because this is from my normal setting powder, I just use that powder applicator to pass over my eyebrows so that they're not liquidy when I'm putting my product on. And then I'm just dusting away a little bit of that setting powder so that I can add a little definition to my eyelids with this bronzer from my Morphe highlight and contour palette. Thank you very much. And as you see, I'm just keeping that on the crease and I'm buffing it out a little bit to extend my eye, if you will. And then I'm going to give a little bit of definition to my nose bone. And I just continue fluffing that out a little bit so that it looks very natural, very coming out of my skinish. Okay. Girls, the secret to this is to fluff this thing out. You gotta fluff it out. Fluff it out. Okay, to avoid any heavy, heavy color, and to make it look as soft and natural as possible. Okay, and take this opportunity to contour your nose. Now, you don't have to use what I use. Just use what you have at home. Any bronzing or contouring powder you have will do for that, okay? Then we need a drink because doing eyeliner is the devil's work. There's nothing in this world that requires precision as much as doing an eyeliner does. My goodness gracious. So I start off with doing my wing, and then I connect the wing to the rest of my eyelid, if you will, of my eyeline. Okay, working from backwards to forwards. I try not to work from forwards to backwards because it can go from 0 to 100 real quick. And now to the other side. Oh man, to try to make them look as similar as possible. I have given up on the idea of making them look exactly the same because, like eyebrows, they will never be exactly the same. The goal here is to make them look similar to each other and then walking away quickly before you end up looking like a raccoon. That is what I have learned in all my years of doing eyeliner. You get it to look as similar to each other as humanly possible and then walk away. For me, because once again, I don't have my glasses on, I have to keep working with this mirror. So forgive me for moving my mirror around so much. But I literally have to have my face inside of the mirror so I can see what I'm doing. Okay. And take your time when you're doing the eyeliner. You know, if you're in a rush, there are two things that you need to pay attention to that you take your time doing: your eyeliner and your eyebrows. Everything else you can rush through. Your eyebrows, because we're not concealing and shaping, so you can't fix it. So whatever you do to it now, that is what it is. And your eyeliner, because you don't want to walk out looking crazy. Cause that's where I do my best work. That's where I see my real worth. In fiction, you just can't get hurt. And here we are, you guys. I'm gonna leave it just like that, and I'm gonna walk away, because what we not gonna do is look like a raccoon. And now, going back to our contour palette, and you can use whatever contour you have or whatever bronzer, we're going to focus on our forehead, okay? And we're going to focus on our cheekbone. We're not going to do our jaw, only because it's not that deep, and we're not wearing foundation, so what are we doing? Okay, this is just a very smooth mom makeup. We're going to hold our brush from the absolute end so that we have the lightest, most softest touch to our face with that bronzer, okay? And we're able to fluff that bronzer into the skin better. If we hold the brush a bit higher up, our strokes are a bit harder, and it makes the bronzer look a bit harsher. So I find that it's easier for me to hold my brush at the end so that I can be a bit more ladylike with it. So as you see, when I'm on the cheekbone, I brush up. I don't brush down, because we want to elevate our cheekbones. We don't want to drag them down. We want to look like fine young things and young girls, not like old piranhas. No, but honestly, you just want it to accentuate your bone structure, your cheekbones and that, okay? So you don't want to take it down too far down, because it drags your face down. We leave that for the young girls, not for us, okay? And here I'm just buffing. I'm buffing that I'm buffing the product so that it doesn't look harsh. And I don't know why I went back to the nose. I think I forgot that I had already done the nose, but a little bit more doesn't hurt. Then I highlight with every highlighter color possible, because that's what they're there for. Hello. And I don't care what palette I'm using of highlighter. I will use every single highlighter, and it gives me the most nicest natural color, I find, when I do that. And I'm going very lightly on my upper cheekbone, where the sun would hit, where the sun would illuminate, you know, the highest point of our face. Okay? And now under our brow bone, upper cheekbone, then, you know, that little corner of the nose between the eyes. Is it a corner? I don't know. Dip of the nose and the tip of the nose. Dip and tip, dip and tip. And then I'll take the lighter color and do my inner eye corner, if you will, just to highlight that area. It gives us a very youthful, very fun look, and it opens up the eyes a little bit on that section. So it just, I don't know, it's very aesthetically pleasing to see. In a motel, love calling my name, love playing my games. Oh my god, I'm such a focused girl when I'm doing my makeup. Oh, and I was on the phone as well. Who was I talking to? Anywho, then I'm using this super old, I mean, this blush situation here is so old. It has a good 5 years or more on it. And this is to show you that you don't have to have the finest things. This was a cheap palette that I got somewhere, but I love that bright pink. I think it complements that Huda Beauty liquid blush the best out of everything I have. So that's why I'm using it. And as you can see, it's very soft. Now we're going to the brows. Sis, keep in mind, your brows are sisters, not twins, okay? They do not have to be perfectly identical. I try not to put too much product because I have moments where I like a heavy brow. But for my day to day, I want it to look as natural as possible. So after I've set it with that NYX gel, I just fill in areas where I have no brow, just to make my brows look a bit fuller, to make it look a bit more extended and a bit thicker. Because I think a thicker brow looks better on me. And personally, I think it makes you look more youthful. And we're all about looking youthful, okay? And here I'm frowning because it helps me shape my brows the best. I know you might think I'm crazy, but for those who know, if you know, you know, okay? If you know, you know. And make sure you just work that product with your spoolie because you don't want concentration. We're avoiding concentration. Okay? We're concentrating on doing our work here, but we are avoiding heavy concentration of product on our faces. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. And now, I'm going to neutralize that purple highlighter with this Huda Beauty setting powder, but the banana bread. Because I find that the purple highlighter is cute. Don't get me wrong, it's so cute and it brightens up your under eye beautifully. However, on my complexion, it makes me look a bit gray. And I don't want to look gray. I don't want to look like I'm dead. I want to look like I'm young and alive and full of life. So I just neutralize it a little bit with the banana bread and then swoop off the excess. And then that's it. I'm done. I should have worked a little bit of my bronzer brush because I'm seeing a little line of demarcation on what appears to be my right side. But anyhow, it's fine. Then we set it with a little setting spray. I like to use the Mario Badescu rose hip water or whatever that is, because I find it gives me like this really soft finish to my skin. Now, if I'm wearing foundation, then I also go in with the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, but we're not wearing foundation. Then we do our mascara, whatever mascara you have, raw. Just use what you got, sis, and extend them. What are those things called? Extend your. What are those things called? What is mascara for? Extend your eyelashes. Come on, girls, y'all could help me. Extend your eyelashes, because when your eyelashes are accentuated, they make your eyes look so pretty. I love big lashes. I don't have much lash hair considering how hairy I am. I don't have much lash hair, so I work with what I got. Work with what you have, okay? And if you're someone that wears lashes, like false lashes, and they look good on you, then sis, go ahead, but pop them things on. Just as long as you're not out here looking crazy, pop on a little natural lash situation, and feel your best. I find false lashes annoying to put on for me, and I wear glasses, so they rub on my glasses. And also they change the look of my face, and not for the better. So maybe I need to play around with those a bit more. But I'm enjoying my natural lashes. So here we are. Why am I taking forever in a day to do my mascara? I honestly don't understand, but I mean, I made a promise that I was going to keep this in real time. So here you are. You have to see it in real time. Okay. I know you're probably like, okay, sis, we get it. You're doing mascara. But the promise is that I'm doing this in real time. So here we are. Okay. You see the difference that made? Okay. You see the difference? Okay, then. Now we're going to line our lips with the holy grail of lip liners. This is the MAC Chestnut. Okay, and get ready because I'm about to give myself a little lip implant situation here. Okay, I'm going to overline my lips and I'm going to remove my Cupid's bow for today because it makes my lip look a little plumper. Sometimes I use my Cupid's bow, other times I get rid of my Cupid's bow, but it's all fine. You do what you feel looks better for you. I lightly overline. On the outer corners, I keep it within my lip line, and on the top bit of my lip, I go over my lip line, if that makes sense. Okay? And that's what gives me that cute little lip injection look, you know? It works for me. I don't know. It works for me. Then I'm putting this line here because someone told me that it makes your lip look plumper. Now, whether it does or it doesn't, I don't know. No, I think sometimes it does. It makes your lip look juicy when you have lip gloss on. And let me tell you something. I didn't have lip gloss on hand, so I just used my trusty Vaseline that never leaves me straight. You have to do this with the pink Vaseline. You have to do this with the pink Vaseline, okay? Because it gives it shine, it gives it color, and it hydrates your lips. You cannot go wrong. You know, we be sleeping on the simplicity of life. We don't always have to have the Dior's and the Chanel's, okay? A cute little Vaseline will do you right. And I want to apologize for my tongue. I had like 11 Ferrero Rochers when I was recording this video, so don't judge me. But look at how cute that is, okay? There you have it. And now on to your hair. Sis, look, whatever you do to your hair, my hair is so disgusting and greasy, but okay. Whatever you do to your hair, just make sure you have a little baby hair edge control situation going on and like a cute little slick back, if you will, and you will always win. I'm going to do more of these get ready with me's to show you how I look so crusty before I start, and with a little bit of gelin, I'm back to looking $1,000,000. But there you are, sis. I slick my hair back and I tie it up. I give it a little zhuzh, and that's it. I mean, I'm not going to walk you through this because it's pretty self explanatory, but that's all you need to do to get yourself looking your best amazing self. Sis, we are not raggedy. We are not rundown moms. We are not tired old women. No, we're not. We are not. We are fresh young things. We're full of life. We're energetic. We are our best that we've ever been before. We just need to spruce ourselves up. Okay? We're not going to live under this persona. Do not succumb to this idea in your mind that you look as tired as you feel. No one needs to know how tired we feel, okay? When they look at us, they need to think that we are vibrant young things, okay? That we are energetic, that we are whooping ass around here. Thank you very much. So when you do your hair, you do your makeup. It doesn't have to be a big production. It can be something as simple as what I did here today, okay? You will feel your best because you look your best. There's so many ways to spruce yourself up. This is just one of the ways that I do it, okay? But it tends to be my everyday um, look. And it works for me. And I hope that it gives you inspiration to get yourself together, all the way together, sis. Okay? So that when we're walking outside and I see you on the street, you smile at me confidently. You smile from your eyes to your lips. Okay? Not the half fake smile because you're feeling tired and you feel like you look tired. No. I want you to give me that confident smile because you know that you look good and you know that you're that girl, even though your house is a mess, your kids are driving you crazy, you ain't got a man, or you do, and he's annoying as hell. Okay? Nobody needs to know all of that as soon as they look at you. When they look at you, they're gonna think that you're living the life of their dreams. Thank you very much. Anyway, this is me, Djena. I'm signing out after I do this cute little baby hair situation here because what is a look without edges? What is a look without edges? I've tried to do my hair without like doing my edges, and it just doesn't work for me. I'm one of those people that I need an edge situation no matter the look I'm going for. Okay? I did this whole thing in 30 minutes, and that's including the hair and the makeup, okay? And that's because I was being attentive to camera angles and all of that. If I wasn't, it would be even quicker. This is just to show you, mamas, that it doesn't have to be like, don't let these videos on the internet scare you to make you feel like you can't fix yourself up. You could do little bits and bobs. You maybe don't have to do everything that I did in this video, but do enough to make yourself feel good. Do enough to look at yourself in the mirror and say, you know what, girl, you are that girl. You got this. Little by little, spruce yourself up and everything will be fine. And when you're feeling like, oh my God, I don't have it in me, watch this video. Put this video on while I'm doing mine. You do yours and everything will be fine. And there you have it, girls. Nice and simple, nothing too difficult, but enough to make me feel like the diva, the superstar that I am. I looked at myself and I was like, yep, go conquer today, girl. Well, it was 8 o'clock at night, but you know what I mean, right? 8:49, girls. 30 minute-ish. Okay? 30 minutes-ish because I was recording. But here you are. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this gives you the motivation you need to get yourself all the way together, sis. You got this. Remember, you are amazing. You're doing such a good job. Don't quit on yourself, okay? Onwards and forwards.